Okay, I'm going to start a new video series. I'm doing this on my new camera. This is the Canon EOS 1300D, or otherwise known as the Canon T6i. It's kind of dark, I'm sure. But what I'm doing is I'm going to show you what I started doing. So, this is my little guys. There's 6 of them in there. And I have, let's see, today is Tuesday. I've had them since, I think I got them Saturday. They were born on Thursday. So they're not even a week old yet. They are ISA brown chickens. And like I said, there's 6 in there. I bought these from Tractor Supply. They were $1 each. Oh, there's the light that just kicked on. I'll get back to that in a second. They were $1 each, and these are going to be my egg layers. You have to buy a minimum of 6 when you buy them from Tractor Supply. Check the laws in your area if this is something you're getting into, backyard chickens. I am allowed to have up to 5 hens, no roosters. That's the law in my area. So this is the first time ever doing this, and I've read a lot. I've watched a million YouTube videos on it. I've read magazine subscriptions. I've studied them a lot, so I have a pretty good idea what I'm doing, but it's going to be a learning process. I just got a simple feeder and water. I put the water up on a board in there to try to keep it up a little higher because they keep filling up the water with all kinds of food, which I don't know how they're getting food in there. They keep filling it up with the wood chips. They're pooping in it. I've literally changed it 3 to 4 times a day, along with cleaning the poop out of here 3 to 4 times a day. Chickens don't really pee per se. Their pee is in with their poop. So they do a number 3, I guess you could say, instead of a number 1 or a number 2. Back to light. This is a heat lamp, and over here on this side they usually sleep underneath the heat, and then other times they'll be over here just playing around doing whatever. See, the lamp just kicked off. For the first couple days we just had it plugged in, and I was checking the temperature down there. They say for the first week 100 degrees, second week 95, third week 90 degrees, so on and so forth. Until they're about a month to 5 weeks old. Some people say 6 weeks old. And then you can put them outside as long as the temperature is staying where it's above freezing. Probably like more like the high 50s, low 60s. As long as it's staying there consistently, then they can go outside and then live the rest of their life out there. They'll be fine in the winter. You can see down here. Watch out, little fellas. This down here that's for the temperature. That's thermometer. What we found out was with this light on, it was staying up to like 106, 107 degrees. Was not good. And I built this little wooden thing. I had it clipped right here to the side of this plastic bin. But I built this wood thing just real quick so that I could hang it from here and adjust it up and down. Because it was getting too hot. Well, that still didn't matter. I couldn't get it to stay at a lower temp. I even tried taking the bulb out and using, it's called a ceramic heat emitter, and I screwed that in there. Well, that didn't seem to work the way I wanted to. So what I did, I couldn't find anywhere. Pet stores, everything. I guess they're for reptile cages, but anyway, I couldn't find one. So I ordered online, and I got this right here. I'm gonna try to. It's hard to see, but anyway, it has a temperature setting on it, and it goes from 60 degrees all the way up to 105 degrees. It's Fahrenheit and Celsius. What I did is I plugged this lamp into that. That is plugged into the wall, and then coming off of that is this thermometer. I have it set for 95 degrees, so it keeps it 95 degrees right down there. When it cools down, the light will kick back on like you just saw, and when it gets above 95 degrees it'll kick the light off. You can see them all over there. It's nice and comfortable, good temperature for them there. That wasn't the case before. They were not staying down there at all. They were staying over here. They couldn't handle the heat over there. So instead of just using a small portion of the bin, they're now using that, which is seems to be working out pretty good. Okay, so I have never filmed this before. I actually built this last spring. I started to because I knew I'd planned on getting chickens this year. So let me show you what I did. I took, this is, that's my shed that I keep a lot of stuff in, the agrifab under there. But I built an addition off of this. I cleaned out a bunch of this stuff. I still need to clean all this garbage out of here. But this is the chicken coop that I built. And I just kind of extended it off that roof, and I shingled the whole thing. And then I had the boys help me paint it. I put hinges on this side. Boy, it's muddy back here. I have this. This hasn't been open since spring. Ugh. Okay, so open it. Well, first off, I have these vents up here. Well, you can see that. That's called hardware cloth, that metal screening. And I put this plastic on here. I kind of folded it around there, and then I screwed it right up in there. To hold it, so if it rains and the rain comes down, it'll hit this and it won't go in at an angle in there. I built this door on hinges, and this is I don't know what you can see this is the inside of the chicken coop, and I built it so it's up at this height, so I can bring a small brute can right up to here, and I can stick a push broom all the way to the end and pull everything back to clean this out. But let me see if I can get you guys some views inside here. These are the nesting boxes. There are 3 of them there. Technically, they say you need 1 nesting box per 3-4 birds. They'll all use the same one, but I'd built 3 there. This is what I did with the perches. I built them at 2 different levels because they say that they're going to want them at different levels. They won't always use the same ones. There's one that's higher up there, so that end is the same way with the screen. Let me see if I can get you in a little more. That end is screened as well. In the winter time, I have pieces of board that I will tack right up on there on each end for the to block it so I don't get that cold breeze blowing right in here on them. But I just use pieces of wooden dowel. I put it in there, and I have these hangers. Let's kind of try not to get you too close up. These hangers coming down, and I just screwed them right to it. This here is just a window that I cut in there, and that's plexiglass. Down on that end over there is the door that slides up and down. I'm going to try to take you over there and show you what. This is the window from the other side. That's what I did. I just cut a hole in, and I put a bunch of clear silicone through here, and I pressed the plexiglass against it, and I screwed it tight with these screws all the way around. And this here is the other side of the nesting box. It's just a hinge that drops down there, and then open it up, and that's the inside of the nesting boxes. What I'll do is put board across here just on the inside lip so nothing falls out this way, but that'll be the inside, and this tips right up and it goes over like that, so it'll stay open while I'm reaching in to get the eggs out. But and drop that back down, and this side over here, this is just the ramp that comes up for them to go in, and I have it tied off to a piece of rope right here. Also do, I put a little pulley system right there, and I'll just lift this up, and they can come in and out there. During the day, and I'm trying to hold this camera so I don't drop it. During the day, when I pull this string down here, it just goes right down to this piece here and just hooks on like that, and then it'll stay open for them all day. They can run in and out. Then at nighttime, I'll just unlatch it, let it drop back down. It's pretty heavy, so the weight of it will hold it down, and then I just hook this right back up there. And that's that. They make automatic ones, but I'm very involved in this, so it's not like I don't need it to be automatic. Like, I'm actually going to enjoy doing all of this. Out here, like I said, I'm going to clear all that stuff up, and then I'm going to build a whole fenced in area here, and it's going to be covered on the top so that nothing will come down and get my chickens, and it's going to be all wooden framed with that same type of mesh or chicken wire, that same type of mesh, so that nothing can get in and get the chickens. And I got to get that built pretty soon here because they'll be almost ready to come outside. Yeah, and that's pretty much that. So this is going to be quite the little adventure. I plan on having a lot of fun with it. I'm really excited about it, and I will be doing updates and posting a lot of videos on this. So it's just going to be one more thing on my channel. I will list it in its own category of the video, so if it's something you're into, you can just click on there and that's where it'll be. All the videos that pertain to this. If not, then keep watching the rest of them. I didn't see a point in starting a whole separate YouTube channel. I didn't want to run multiple channels. It's too much of a pain. With the lawn care business, I really don't have the time for that. So it'll all be on this channel, just in its own separate category of videos. So I don't know. For those of you that are into this, there will be a lot more to come.